Liking the setup a lot. Yep. I'm in the trade. Classic two-legged pullback off the 20 EMA. Let's see if we get it. Acting a little disappointing, but we'll keep it here. Technically, this comes down here. Technically. Then, okay, that works for me. Yeah. That's just a two-legged pullback off the 20 EMA on the uptrend, but there's still like perhaps in a trading range. But bounce off perfectly up here, and no reason for me keeping this runner. Let's see how high this runner can go. This is Buy Money, and welcome to my live trading journal with live commentary, scalping the mini using only one single setup, the two-legged pullback. The two-legged pullback is a setup based off price action. It's a setup that looks like this. First pullback, first entry, second pullback, and we like to enter into the second entry right here. You can also count it this way: A, B, C, and the next A leg we'll enter into the second entry. And we like to find the setup in key areas such as support resistance levels, moving averages, trend lines, and channels. If you don't know, we like to scalp this setup here for 1 point. In the right context, this setup right here has a greater than 90% chance to make a scalp. We want to find this setup in key areas, and the reason why it's such a high probable trade is because whenever the market makes 2 attempts at something, it always feels more confident in the second try. And so we have 1 attempt here in the first entry, and the traders feel way more confident in the second entry right here. For instance, we look at the chart right here, and we can see that we have a two-legged pullback. We have 1 pullback here, first entry, second pullback here, and then the second entry we enter right here. If you'd like to know more information about this setup, you can check out the description below, and there is a playlist teaching how to count legs and identify second entries. Also, if you see in the charts, we like to use purely price action, so we like to keep the indicators at a minimum. I like to have the 20 EMA, which is a solid blue line. I like to have the 240 SMA, which is this dashed line. Also, if you notice, above and below the candles are a bunch of numbers. This is the indicator that automatically counts legs and identifies second entries. If you want more information about this indicator, you can check out the official website at www.twoleggedpullback.com. As you can see here, there's dark green numbers below the candles or dark red numbers above the candles. These are all second entries. And as you can see here, after this two-legged pullback, we see this dark green one, showing you that this is indeed a second entry. Also, if you see in the chart, there is a red line and a green line. This is another indicator that we'll be releasing soon this Friday. This indicator is the trading range indicator, and it uses pure price action to identify the ranges on the charts. That's it for the introduction. Stick around for the trades. I actually will be posting a raw session today, the first 30 minutes of trading, and yeah, I was able to make my my goal within the first 30 minutes, and so I'll just be posting that in its entirety. So stick around for the live trades, and I hope you enjoy, and as always, happy trading, and God bless. Going counter trend, so you cannot trade this unless it's a lower low and lower high. Second attempt down. Trading range indicator automatically detecting this range. It's obviously confused. The market saw the gap up and perhaps wants to reverse it, fill the gap. I missed the two-legged pullback by one tick. Since it broke above here, we lost the two-legged pullback, but it's unfortunate. Strong bull bar met with no follow through. Very interesting. Getting back to the retested bottom. That's unusual here. We can go lower. It's a failed breakout. Could come back in here. Need a lower high. Unusual that it did that. Strong bull bar. And it smashes down. Very unusual. I'm interested in this, thinking we're going to test the bottom of this range. And possibly reverse my position if it does reverse on me. But I'm pretty confident we'll get it down here if it does. Trigger. Yep. Got lost my runner. No joy runner. There's a fine two-legged pullback right here. A, B, C, A. Off the 20 EMA, but we're choppy, so this could trap. Because this would be at the top of the trading range. Terrible signal bar. About the 50% of the trading range. Come back down. This might be one of those days I might just trade the 5. No. There's enough room to the top, but we're in the middle of the range here. Very random. You want to come to the bottom of the range if you want to go long. Trading range is automatically created by the trading range indicator, and it uses price action to identify the range. Zoom in here a little bit. Look how choppy it is. Incredible. Trading range indicator knew it was going to be choppy starting with these 3 bars. Yep, the trap. Might be a good trap to take. I could possibly take this. I would like a higher low setup, but if it reverses this high, if the signal bar is bad, I'm not interested. Yeah, the wick is way too long. Maybe a higher low setup here. The only reason why I'd consider is because if it was a good signal bar with bottom of this range, then plus we have been in an uptrend. And the tendency is to continue the trend you were in before. But when you have 20 or more bars in the trading range, then it becomes more 50-50. I think still slightly favoring bullish side, but we shall see here. That's a decent signal bar. I should have gone in actually with that signal bar. Missed it. Missed an opportunity there. Talking too much. You have a double bottom here as well. Okay, it's a big reversal bar here. Top of the range. It hits the range perfectly, as you can see. Yeah, I think I was trying to show, the previous range or the previous trend, and I lost my bearings, and I missed this trade, which is pretty decent setup. Almost a higher low setup. It goes down, comes up, comes back, comes down, comes up, and then actually comes back down. Or might come up, come back down, goes back up again. And anyway, this could have been a higher low setup, implied. But yeah, this is what I mean by doing these recordings. I lose my there's some deterioration of my focus on my trades. Okay, micro double bottom here. We're still favoring the long side a little bit here, but the resistance was perfect. Let's get one more trade in here. Then we would have a nice profit right in the beginning of the day, within the first 10 minutes of trade. But as you see, it's just getting choppy inside the range now. This range is well respected by the trading range indicator. Had already discovered it way back here, and of course it adjusts as price action develops, but it recognized it here to let you know, hey, we might be in a trading range. And then as it develops, you can see that, yes, surely we are. And yeah, hit this perfectly closed right at it. There's a reason for that. This bar closed right here. There's a reason for that. Alright, so our last attempt to break out was pretty weak. Whoa, we are reversing strong. I would not take that. And as you see, we're making lower lows now with lower highs. Lower highs, lower lows. So slightly now thinking we could be in a downtrend. Came all the way back up here though. Strong bull bar to some bullish buying pressure here. But if we were to make a trend, it should look like this at the moment. Channel. a perfect scalp made here from this high to here, exactly 5 ticks. But it's kind of strong bull bar. It's hard to trade against a bull bar, but you gotta look at the context. It's a bull bar in the trading range. Came back down to the bottom of the trading range again, bouncing off. This trading range is ridiculous. Maybe I'll show a little bit about what this trading range indicator can do. And so the trading range indicator also lets you know when there will be a successful breakout. And when it hits this, it will essentially be a successful breakout, and the trading range will stop developing and essentially break the trading range, and then it might start a new trading range if it happens. But okay, so we went above this high now, so now we have a higher high. Very confusing, right? Higher high, lower lows. So all characteristics of a trading range. Weird things happening here. Both downtrend and uptrends happening at the same time, causing confusion. Big bull bar met with big bear bar. Characteristics of trading range. This instantly made a point, as you can see there. I think it's bought right back up, just scalped out. That's scary, how fast that moved. Coming right back up. We could be in a breakout mode soon. We could be breaking out soon. Enough room to the top of this. EMA slightly going upwards, sloping upwards. I still have a bullish bias here. I'll go in with a two-legged pullback if it gives it to me. A, B, C. This is a two-legged pullback. A, B, C. But I need. I don't think I'm gonna get it. It probably will break above here. It might already be breaking out. To get the two-legged pullback, I need candle to break a previous candle's low before breaking this pivot high. Don't break it. Right at it, double top. Broke it, lost my two-legged pullback. Unfortunately, lost it by 1 tick. It's all good. Plenty more where that will come from soon. Almost at the breakout point. When it closes above this breakout point, then the trading range will cease to develop. It has a close above it. Currently touched it. I wish it gave me a two-legged pullback, but it didn't. Bulls are way too eager. Still failed breakout city. Hasn't broken out yet. Broke above the previous pivot high, like major high, I guess, swing high. Still in failed breakout city. Hasn't broken above yet. Every barely get spot up. These are failed breakout attempts. Every wick and tail are failed breakouts in a very small time frame. Or rather a smaller time frame. This is a wick. Tries to break down, comes back up. That's a wick. Alright, this is the 400 tick chart. But that's a wick in the 2K tick chart. But it's a failed breakout on the 400. Tries to break down, comes right back up. Breaks down again, comes right back up. Personally, I'd be looking for something like this. But again, let's see if the market is generous enough to give us a two-legged pullback. I'm banking on the fact that we might be trending now and we have stopped the trading range, but technically we have not broken out according to the indicator yet. It's still possibly failed breakout, but 20 EMA is looking good enough for me. Sloping up. Not close enough to 20 EMA. It's in an awkward position. There it is. Coming right back down. Yep. That's why it's failed breakout city. Still. Potentially. Still hasn't broken out. So there's potential for a failed breakout, which could be happening, but with the good signal bar here, very interested. Going long. Man, should I go with double position? I'll keep one position here. Potentially have a failed breakout still, but bounce right at the top of the trading range. So it looks real good. Looks really good. Looks really good right now. Inside bar. Inside bar tries to come back down. Bought up. I'm expecting it to come back up here. We shall see. Liking the setup a lot. Yep. I'm in the trade. Classic two-legged pullback off the 20 EMA. Let's see if we get it. It's acting a little disappointing, but we'll keep it here. Technically, this comes down here. Technically. And then I should raise. Okay, well, that works for me. Yeah. That's just a two-legged pullback off the 20 EMA on the uptrend, but we're still like perhaps in a trading range. But bounced off perfectly off here, and enough reason for me keeping this runner. Let's see how high this runner can go. If we do break out here, then it could really go up high. So trading range just broke out. Successful here. Trading range will stop to develop. And let's just see how long this runner can go. Let's see how we should manage this. I could just continue to move it one tick below. I think I'm going to move it on swing highs, swing lows. So once it makes a swing low, kind of major swing low, then I will move it under there. But as of now, just keeping it. It's what we call a risk-free trade. But I personally don't think it's all that risk-free, because this is my money right now. This is my money right now. I have not actualized it, but it is my hard-earned money, and I have it. And so if it does come down, this is money I've lost. So you have to think protecting your profits. It's nice that you just break even. You won't lose any money in terms of your original trade, but you have to consider protecting profits still. Okay, another trading range developed here, starting at the top of this trading range. But let's see if we can break out here. Just watching. I mean, this is all, you're comfortable here. You just have to manage it correctly to basically milk it as much as you can, the runner. I could stop it out maybe around 4 points, but create another trading range here. Incredible. Maybe I should get out just because the market seems confused. It's in breakout mode. I'll just keep it here. We'll keep it here. It's not enough for me to really consider stopping out at. I'm willing to risk this much to gain potentially 10 points here. Okay, you see this trading range how it began right here, and it's starting to continue to be trading range. The bias is still bullish. Goes up, basically bull flag. So I need this to go up and make a kind of major swing low, and I'll adjust my stop according to the major swing low. But this could stop me out right here. Let's see. Okay, might trap him. Incredible, this small teeny trading range, how much it's respecting it. Detected by the trading range indicator early on, but wow, look at this. Just perfectly contained within this small trading range in the last like 7 bars. To me it's 50-50 which way it's going to go here. But actually maybe slight bullish bias, but we should see here. Amazing. The last 7 bars contained within this trading range created by the trading range indicator. I'll go ahead and remove the breakouts. Let's clear up the chart a little bit here. This trap could squeeze out a couple more points. There it is. See that trap? Pops up, triggering people's stop losses. Still in long here. Still on this runner. Maybe I should have just got another position there, but it was so choppy I just couldn't tell. Okay, that's terrible follow through. This could just zoom down here, but we'll see. That's terrible follow through. Characteristics of a trading range. We're still in this trading range. Still failed breakout city, but above the 20 EMA. So this is why I have bullish bias still. Could create an H4 failure. which I might want to just stop out then, but we're still going up, so we should have a trend line now, channel, looking like this. Okay, H4 failure. See how high this H4 goes? Okay. Obviously it's a trap. So what happened was it tried to go down once, twice, reversed. That's why people's stop losses were hit. People who are short, all here, said this is too much pain. Boom, comes up, pops up. That's why these traps are very nice. They're pretty reliable most of the time. But you cannot just trade every trap blindly. It has to be in the right context, and people have lost sight that, yeah, we're in a trading range and we thought it was going to go short, but it keeps popping up. Every single bull bar is met with a strong bear bar showing poor follow through. So this is where I would raise this here now underneath this pivot low, and so I could protect a couple points here, 2 or 3 points. Let's keep moving it up as more and more of these kind of steps occur. Like this is like a step here, it could stop me out right there. Alright, I'm stopped out, but I knew that was going to happen because how every single bull bar was met with the bear bar. So I knew that it would kind of come back down, but or I had a feeling. I don't know anything. I don't really 100% know anything, but the chances are that it will come back down because with every single bull bar there was bearishness met with it. You know, if you read the price action, does this look extremely bullish to you? It doesn't. And so yeah, that's why I moved my stop loss up here, thinking we'd probably get hit. But yeah, trading range indicator showing trading range, still showing that we're in the trading range. As you can see, it's continuing to develop. Technically, this is a failed breakout. Comes back down to test the bottom of the trading range. Now bounce off the bottom trading range and coming back up. Alright, within the first 30 minutes of trade, I was able to make my goal at 550. If there's a couple more trades end of the day, maybe I will consider, but might just take a break from here and maybe post this raw session for you guys because, well, one thing, to show some of the features of the trading range indicator, but really hopefully talking through the trades that I didn't want to take and even showing some of the traps throughout the trades could be beneficial for you guys. And so I might just post a raw session here, first 30 minutes of trade, $550. I'll take that.